wanna light the fuse, he's a rocket and he's ready to go. Cause now the countdown has started and he's ready to compromise does not exist. His world of wolves every step meets the rest. Running it back again, well, what'd you expect? Coming out to win 10 out of 10. Got a real rough neck, spikes up his liberty and straps on his shoes. Cause he's the best there ever was, haven't you heard the news? Intergalactic continental champ, running things. Hyperactive, instrumental in pulling strings. He is the one who understands when the tides will swing. So he's breaking down doors, never far away. Come on and psych yourself up, cause it's time to play. Bounce to the beats and the rhymes, cause they're here to stay. The one and only marathon man, living the day. Rolling up, coming fast, and they'll blow you away. Because the pressures of this world, they can take their toll. And it's tough to get away when they take a hold. The only way to break free is to break the mold. You can't stop now, rock and roll. Don't stop now, come on, rock and roll. In this world, gotta make it home where life is strong. In this world, life is just a game you play. Life's an open book. In this world, compromise does not exist. His world of wolves every step meets the rest. This world, gotta make it home where one is all.
Hello, hello. Hey chat, is the stream unstable for everybody? Like OBS was being weird for me when I started, and then I think it's fine now. But in case anyone else is having troubles, I'll just restart the stream. Sounds like it's getting it got fixed, right? You know, maybe just his world was just that good. It just caused troubles with the stream. I'll just assume it was that. All right. I'm just gonna get going now. So, how is everyone doing, chat? Well, not a lot of people right now, but I'm just gonna get going. So, like I said on the post, today I'm going to be... Let me just change the... Let's see. Oh, not this one. All right. This one. There you go. All right. Okay, so... like I said on the post, today I'm gonna be developing the layout for the next few rooms that I started working on last stream, but I thought I would show this before. So I have been working on basically implementing the stuff that I worked on last stream into the game, plus some other things. For example, you'll notice now the door is open. I was working on a navigation system basically so I can go from room to room, or rather, you know, scene to scene. So now it's a little bit rough, but if I enter the door, then boom, here I am. Hello, One Hell, how's it going? So now I can swap from scene to scene, and it's a little bit rough. I want to implement a transition, like, you know, maybe a fade in, fade out, or maybe something a little fancier, but all the stuff I worked on last stream is now in here. You go up the steps, the camera zooms in a little bit, and now you're ready to kill some Stalfos. And everything worked surprisingly really smoothly. Like, the lights look pretty good. I think the camera feels pretty okay too. I made this fancy zoom in, zoom out when you walk off the hallway. I tweaked the opacity on the pillar a little bit, so it just gets transparent a little bit quicker. No, not quicker, sorry. It gets transparent like a little bit more slowly, so it's a bit smoother. And then if I try to go here, nothing happens because there's nothing here yet. So that's what we're gonna be working on today. So you've seen that. Do I always work on the game during streams? Well, during streams, I mostly work on art, which is the main focus of today's stream. I don't do a whole lot of programming on stream because I just don't feel like that's very interesting. Like, I'm not a very good programmer, you know, but I'm more confident in my art. So I just think art is a little bit more interesting. But yeah, basically, all my streams are all about working on the game. Just a lot of drawing, really. And now, let me close this up. Let me go here. Hey, hello, how's it going? Back to the face cam. Let's set this up. Close everything. How many people online? Let's see. 13 people. Okay, not bad. Close this. All right. Yeah, so this is the sketch that you saw that I posted. This is what it looks like. I briefly talked about it on last stream, but now I'll just go over again. Facecam jump scare. Yeah, it is pretty hard. Like today I was trying to figure an issue. So, you know, basically now that I have the scene swap working, now I'm just trying to figure out how to make it so that Link faces the right direction. You know, so, you know, if you're going if you're entering a door going up, you know, you show up in the next scene, like, you know, with Link facing, with his back facing the camera, and then if you go down, have Link, you know, be facing the camera, having that work out. But I had no luck. Like, I was trying so hard, just like looking at the documentation, and I couldn't really find a solution yet, but I'm gonna find it eventually. Just didn't have so much luck this time. So, as I said last stream, I briefly went over this map, kind of my ideas for it. So these, you can see there's like 6 rooms. It's looking pretty big. So the 6 rooms are a representation of this. Let me get a smaller marker. There you go. They are a representation of, you know, this little area right here, which I call the core of the eagle. So, you know, kill some Stalfos, get the compass, kill some keys, go up to this room, push the block, go talk to the old man. Here you can get the map. Here you fight the Goria to get the boomerang. And this is all represented here. Try to be a little bit more creative with layout, because I don't want to just have, you know, the same size room every time, because I just feel like that's not that interesting. You know, I want to have a little bit more creativity with how to do these layouts. And the way I planned it is actually, you know, the first 3 rooms are, you know, the same size, to kind of trick the player a little bit into thinking that it's all going to be the same. But then you go to the hallway and it's like a brand new area. So that's kind of where I'm going. Like, you know, the further you go, I get maybe a little more creative. I still haven't thought about what I'm gonna do about the area towards, you know, getting the bow and the boss fight, because I just haven't had very good ideas for that. And I feel like the way they are in the NES game, I think I'm gonna have to be pretty creative on how to sort of find a way to implement those. But for now, we're just gonna be working on the core. All right, and the way that I sort of did this is I broke down these 2 areas into rows. So this is row A, this is row B. So I have row A right here. The grid is actually the same size as a floor tile, which, as I come to find out, is a really good way to basically understand the size that I want the room to be. Yeah, here's Link. So this is roughly what the size of the room are gonna be. Comrade Kiel, hello, how's it going? Yeah, I've been pretty busy. I've been working a lot. Actually, before I start working, I actually wanted to show you guys some of the sketches I've been working on. And hello, Kimi Plushie. Oh, that's all good. That's all good. I'm happy you could join in though. So let me show you some stuff I've been working on behind the scenes. So first, I did this a long time ago. I had a sketch of a Zelda redesign. Like, you know, I was trying to tweak her design a little bit based on last time. So I did this. I haven't got to coloring her yet, but I'm pretty happy with how this redesign turned out. I just think it looks a lot better. And I was working on a little illustration, like, you know, Zelda with Ganon. Ganon's shadow, because I have no idea what his design is for now. So we have this. Any thoughts? Do you guys like it? While you say that, I'm going to take a sip of my water. Oh shit. Thank you everybody. And we have this, and I also was working on a if you've seen my posts on YouTube, you know, I was working on my own character, like a redesign of my you know, my film character. So I was working on a more proper character sheet, just to have a better idea what she looks like, you know, on directions, and just also tweak a little bit the sword and the shield design, just make it look a bit more interesting. Again, pretty happy how this is turning out. You know, kind of working this like a parallel to all the Zelda stuff. Yeah. So now I think we are ready to get going on this. Let's turn up some references. All right. Will we try to make a really accurate design for Ganon or do some sort of creative take? Haven't thought about that too much, to be honest. Like I said before, who was that character? Oh, that's my own original character. It's just something that I've been working on in the behind the scenes. If you look at my posts on YouTube, I briefly talked about her. It's basically a reinterpretation of the character from my original film, like if she was like a Zelda-like protagonist. Just something I've been doing on the side. Alright, so the sketch. Gerudo vibes, definitely an inspiration, yeah. Okay. Try to figure out how I'm gonna go about this. So when I was drawing the hallway, what I like to do is, instead of just focusing on the room, like, you know, the layout first, I like to kind of just start with a prop, because I think it's nicer to just start something small. So for this one, I think I'm gonna start with making these thinner pillars. Oh, and also, let me go back to this here. The way I like to design these rooms is I like to look at the layout from the original. And, you know, because the original is like a lot of copy-paste things. So in this room, there's 4 little blocks here. And then the way, because they're like, you know, small blocks, the way I interpret it is like, you know, small pillars. And stagger them a little bit to make it look more interesting. So let's start with drawing those. 6, 7. Oops. Something like this. Actually, let me open up the hallway so I can just have a reference to how to do things. All right. Not this one. Let me close these down. All right. Last stream you mentioned you bought your Switch when you lived in Japan, so I was curious as to why you're staying there. Well, so that was back when I was in college in undergrad, and I actually minored in Japanese studies. So I was there for study abroad. I stayed there for like 5 months. Trying to think if I want to follow exactly the sketch that I did, so like, you know, a square base with a round pillar. Not too sure. Oh, this is too thin for sure. Where is it? Ooh, I'm getting a little tripped over the size. 6 is more like it. Okay. Thinking about how I want to do this. Let me think. Oh, this is good too. By the way, if you see me just kind of stare in silence, like looking ahead, I like to have my Pinterest open to look at some references. So I'm just kind of trying to find something interesting. Hello, Lennon. I know many assets in the game get recycled even outside a dungeon. Copying the assets from the original creation, or will it be possible to size the assets to fit the theme? Not sure if... Wait, are you considering copying the assets from the original creation? Stylizing the assets to fit the theme? Not sure what you mean, so... Like what? Copying and pasting a lot of the assets around? Or... Well, okay, so remember, I am only doing level 1. So basically the original assets that I do draw are gonna be level 1 only. Yeah. Oh, this is not bad. I like this. Do I want to make this a round base? Oop. Well, not too sure, so let's experiment. Maybe something like this. I'm not sure if I want to keep around because I feel like it's gonna be a little inconsistent with the square pillars that I built before. It's kind of interesting though. Not so sure. Hello, Mew. Unreal packaging errors. That sounds rough. I think I prefer if it's square. Let's try adapting this to be more square. Or at the very least with the square base. I think that makes more sense. Let me move my link. Oops. No. That's exactly what I think, Lennon. Like keeping things square so it fits the theme better. Okay, the base could look something like this. Right? Oh, you know what? Then I could do this. And then maybe this down here. Oh, I'm feeling the second one more. What do you guys think? Square base, for sure. Alright, so we don't need this anymore. Nope. Wonder if I should just make it the same. Like 3 triangles. Maybe just 1. Or do this. Oh, I'm feeling this. Something like this. Alright. Alright, I'm starting to feel this. So for now, I'm going to do like a second rough pass to just have a clearer idea what I want to do with this. Let's see. Oh, right. Realizing I should probably have looked for reference before I started the stream. Oops. Will you open a Patreon for supporters? No, I'm not really planning on monetizing this because I feel like, you know, that would get me enough trouble as it is. Like, I do have a Ko-fi, but it's like, you know, if you want to throw me a bone. But basically, like, I'm not at all going to be locking anything behind paywalls. Like, you know, you're not gonna be able to play the game if you pay me money. Like, that's not like that. It's funny that people sometimes ask me for where they can download it. I'm like, bro, I mean, it's just, there's nothing really to play yet. There's like 2 rooms and you can walk around. That's pretty much it. You know, nothing really you can do yet. But someday. Ninja Crow's here. Hello. If you guys have not noticed, this secret entrance here is a nod to the gateway of some of the dungeons you find later in the game. All right. So we got this. It's like a big eye. You got a streamer into my video, so who was that? Cyanic, so that's pretty cool. I appreciate it. How do I want to do this? I think circles were nice. Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna mirror this. There. Do your dungeon ideas have any inspiration except from Zelda 1? Yeah, I pull inspiration from all sorts of places. Like the way I laid out this wall with the arches is actually based on the Undead Asylum from Dark Souls. So I definitely pull from like all sorts of places when I design these things. This shape's a little boring, isn't it? It's just a square. Let me think. Do I have a favorite Dark Souls game? I'm like really early in playing Dark Souls. I haven't even finished the first one. Haven't gotten too into it, but I like it so far. Kind of stopped playing for a while though. Like last time I played was probably months ago. You know what? I want to make this thicker. It's a little too skinny. Oh, I have an idea. Do I think Dark Souls 1 was that hard? Well, I got stuck in the first area. I probably died more than like 100 times just trying to get past that hallway. You know, where you go into the roof to ring the first bell. So maybe that's, there's your answer. But it's the kind of game that, like, as you figure it out, it becomes a lot better. As you kind of like start to understand, it's basically the way the game wants you to play it. Hmm. Now this was a little too bulky. Big crack to the wall. There's definitely gonna be a crack. It's more so how I want to shape this overall portal that I'm kind of getting stuck on. Let me do this eye later. Let me just think about the door shape first. Maybe it could be like an opening in the side of a tree trunk. Yeah, I think that's a bit... I want to kind of like focus on plant life like deeper in the dungeon. So, you know, not quite there yet. Not a bad idea though. Like the way I want this to kind of look like is to look more architectural with plant life growing around it. This looks kind of interesting. Oh, I know. Maybe it can be this. Have the eye here. And then here looks kind of like this. It's not too bad. I feel like I did not... Oh, actually, like making this, it makes me want to... Makes me wish that I had taken like architecture classes. Like maybe as a elective or something. Let me think about this instead. Right, and then another pillar here. And then there's an archway. Like this. Maybe it squares up. Oh yeah. Yeah, it tapers up. Then it squares up. And then you have the arch. Like this. And then you have stones. And then it goes to the other arch. Kind of like this, right? And then here is just a wall. Like so. Should be a little shorter maybe. And this is the wall. I'm kind of liking this. What do you guys think? I feel like I'm drawing a little too abstract and just kind of trying to find, you know, the shapes. So these are bricks. And then the wall maybe has like a stony texture, like smaller stones. It goes here. Thank you, Lennon. Appreciate it. Yeah, kind of hard. Just trying to like find, you know, the design, but I think if I just find the direction, it's gonna be easier to go from there. Sometimes that's the tricky part, just finding the direction. Technically, I could just copy paste this, right? Yeah, like this. Oh yeah, I'm feeling this. I'm definitely feeling this. Yeah, I've spruced up the playlist a little bit, add some more songs. Gotta have some Sonic Adventure. How did I learn to draw? Oh, I've been practicing drawing for a while. I think I started to, you know, kind of like learn how to draw seriously when I was around like 17, 18. When I kind of had to figure out what I wanted to go to school for. I went to so first I went to, my undergrad was in art and visual technology, where I did learn how to draw, but also a lot of like, you know, computery arts. And then I did my master's in animation. So throughout the time I've been like, you know, doing a lot of drawing. And it's been just a steady, you know, putting in the work, trial and error, and then eventually you just kind of pick up a few things. I'm gonna lure myself, I have to charge my computer. By the way, quick bathroom break. What is this music? Why'd you start playing this? Okay. All right, BRB. All right, I'm back. Ooh. Chat, don't forget to drink water. Yep, that was Sonic Colors. A lot of Sonic music on the playlist. Okay. Welcome, Soul Sparks. Glad you could come. Okay. Square it. Emergent layers. All right. Better. So I'm looking on chat, people talking about practice. So the truth about getting good in drawing is that, you know, you can study specific things. You can practice a lot of, you know, maybe you want to focus on characters, so you draw a lot of characters. Maybe you want to focus on environments. That doesn't matter. But, you know, above what you draw, there's mileage is also like a big factor of it all. You know, sometimes it's like you just have to put in the work. You just have to keep doing it, even if it doesn't really feel like you're getting better at the moment. The more you draw, the more you kind of internalize these lessons, the more you just gain skills. You know, also, you know, as you get older, you mature and you start, like, you know, picking up things a little bit quicker. So sometimes you're gonna be in a slump, you know, you don't really feel good about what you're doing. It's okay to take a step back and take a break, try something else, do a different medium, you know, it's fine. Because sometimes you just have to push through. And then when you give it time, you'll just get better. That's interesting. Better on the thickness. I see a good morning gamer. It's a good morning. Damn, what time is it for you over there? So the wall will be here, right? Maybe you can have the, where is it? Yeah. You have the footer here. This basically is the same like brick overlay. It's 3, right? Yeah, it's just 3. So 1, 2, 3, just like this. And then you know what? Maybe here you have like a different pattern. Maybe here you have like small bricks. Right, so to indicate that there's something off about this wall. Like indicated that you can blow this wall up, but not just like, you know, through a crack, but just you look at it and you say, oh, there's something different about this. Damn, Sonic and this figurine just coming blasting in. It's popping my ears off. Exactly, like the wall has already been tempered before, yeah. Senpai Kush, I'm not gonna be finishing the whole game. I'm only gonna stick with level 1. But there is a silver lining in that I am starting to think of ideas to make my own game based on everything that I built, you know, with this. So I will make a game. It's just not gonna be like, you know, a full Zelda 1 remake, but it's gonna be in the molds of Zelda 1. Can I add a wolf? How am I gonna add a wolf? Like where? That sounds promising though, that's interesting. Just thinking about how can I do that. There's a big eye here. Easter egg. Alright, not a bad idea. I do think about Easter eggs and how can I add them, you know. Oh, chat, I'm starting to feel this. Heck yeah. With the little triangles, right? Oh, chat, I'm feeling it. What do you guys think? There's bricks. This is still rough, so it doesn't really matter where they are, but just so you have an idea of what I'm doing. Oh, I'm feeling this wall. This looks cool. I know this is all the one remaster, but hear me out. What if you can turn into a wolf from Twilight Princess by doing a secret puzzle? That might be a little too much on my plate. That's a pretty cool idea, Lennon. I like that. I like that, and I don't think that would be too difficult to do. Tamashiro, my love. You have finally arrived. Okay, I'm definitely feeling the wall, but I'm not feeling the roof too much. Let me duplicate it in case I mess it up. And let me try to make it look more like... Well, let's basically just try something else. What room are we on? I can tell you exactly what room we are. We are in this room right here. This one right here is this. See, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the pillars. 1, 2, 3, 4. Volgre, I'm glad that you're here. Thank you for coming. Have I ever played Tunic? I have. I love Tunic. Such a good game. Such a great game. And I briefly talk about it in my first episode. It is definitely one of my inspirations for this. Actually, I like Tunic a lot, and I even got the best ending, you know, where you get all the pages of the manual. Oh, Tunic has great music. I have some Tunic music in the playlist. It's gonna come eventually. Why can't I watch your stream? Oh, are you watching it right now? Like, is there a problem with the stream? Hmm. Thank you, Clapdoggers. I appreciate it. Damn. I don't think I'm feeling the round. I think square is better. Add Zelda to the game? What are you talking about? What? Do you not see? Do you not see Zelda right here? That's Zelda, right? Zelda's right here. Oh, Sonny's leaving. See you, Sonny. Well, glad you could come. Glad you could just join us for a little bit. Who's Link? Guys, who's Link? I don't know what you're talking. Next thing you're gonna tell me that the person you play Metroid is not named Metroid. Like, what are you on about? I don't get you. Don't you know Metroid, like the one of the greatest male video game characters of all time? Like, he's so cool. All right. Yes, Metroid is a guy. Everyone knows that. Like, are you even a gamer? The fuck? Hmm. I am liking this wall, but I feel like it's missing something. Just not sure what it is. Maybe it will look better once the vegetation is on. Maybe I just have to keep going. I don't know. The YouTube playlist is not working today. What the heck? Oh. Yeah, vines and flowers. Guys, how's the stream? Is it working for everybody? Dizzy, all, how could you? The next play next song button just doesn't want to work on the playlist. Doesn't want to work. We're talking about Tunic earlier, so I'm gonna play a Tunic song. Moment of that is so weird. I guess my internet is just not doing so good today. But I mean, If it's still on, then it's still on. That's cool. Yeah, I think this is a good sketch. Let's just keep developing and then come back to this later. But this is a pretty good pass. Let's just do one of these. And there you go. Like this. Yeah, there you go. Oops. All right. Alas, we have a wall. All right. I see I have people are fans of my fairy design. I appreciate it. Oh, I just had a cool idea for these bricks. Maybe something like squares. I kind of like this. Maybe like... Okay, what else do we have on the drum? We have a carpet. But this I just drew stairs. Okay. Let's just do these right here, since they're pretty close. You know, just archways. Zelda's Awakening? New Zelda title? What? Let me get a link over here. Okay. I'm gonna try something different for these. want them to be like a little, like, you know, not as obviously a door that you pass through, but not too tall. Link measurement system. Well, straight up, I use like everything that I draw for the game, like that's one of the first steps you do. So as soon as you set up like how big your player character is going to be, you use that as like a measuring system for everything else, so you know how it's gonna scale. And Metaforge TV, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Where'd the room go? We're in a different room now. We are in the compass room, or more like a compass hallway that I changed it to. Joppy, which Zelda game is your bro playing? Oh. That's a good comment, Dizzy Aw, because so much of, you know, game arts is basically, if you want to learn about game art, a lot of it is you know, like you know, 2D game art, a lot of it is pixel art. So when I was starting out, I kind of one of my challenges was to how to design, you know, the perspective and the, you know, everything in a way that, you know, makes sense with the world, because pixel art allows like a certain degree of flexibility, like, you know, because there's like an abstraction to it that when you try to draw it like, you know, more like high resolution, it doesn't quite work. So that is actually something that I'm struggling with right now. I'm just trying to figure out how to deal with this perspective in a way that makes sense and looks good. Maybe this should be lower. Like this. What dimensions do I use to draw your characters for the game? Well, let me think. So the way that... So the first thing I set up was the screen size. That's like, 1920 by 1080. I draw Link's animations on a 800 by 800 pixel square. But then when I export it, I have that size. The 800 by 800 so that I can draw like, with more detail. But then I just cut down to the 400 by 400. That actually makes me think I at some point I'm probably going to make a bonus video all about like sizes, because that is something that I haven't talked too much about, and when I started this project off, that was a bit challenging to figure out. So I'm definitely gonna put a pin on that. I'm definitely gonna talk more about it soon. But I have to kind of, think about that first, because it's a bit complicated to talk about. How will Gleeok work from a side view? Ooh, that's a good question. One that I'm not going to... Let's think about that later. Let's not think about that right now. No, Jope, it's all good. just joking. And thank you, Lennon. Yeah, that definitely took a lot of thinking. And then the song just skips, I swear. YouTube is weird today. I'm not gonna lie, chat, like I'm sorry if I'm taking too long with doing things. This is like a lot more thinking than I was expecting to do. It's just a little tricky to figure out how I want to design these things. I'm not sure if that's how I want to go. Maybe like portals, like this. You know, different sized bricks. Like smaller bricks here. There is, of course, yeah. If you look at my channel, I have a playlist called live streams. I tend to keep them all live, like all on the channel. You can always watch back the VODs. Oh, George, have a good night. Thank you for coming. Ooh, out of all the ocarina songs in the series, which one would you say is my favorite? Probably the Song of Healing. Oh, I'm starting to feel this. I'm starting to feel this. I didn't draw on the same layer, did I? Okay, good. What's this? Okay. Oh, I have an idea. Check it out. And then because this is like yeah, a lot of different designs, right? Yeah, just exploring. There is no one solution for things. Little bean green, thank you. I mean, I'm having a lot of fun. I am learning a lot. Sometimes, like yesterday, I had a moment where I was thinking about this project and I just realized that, oh my god, there's like so much that I have to, you know, get done. But as long as you take things, you know, one step at a time. I had an idea for this. So basically this is like wood boards. And then here is just like dirt. Right? Or maybe, yeah, wood boards and dirt. That kind of indicates that you can't really just bomb this, but then the one in the middle, which you can bomb, I can do something else. Oh, Sneakers, it's all good. Thank you for coming. Let's see. So I feel like I'm doing a lot of, just iterations. And one thing that I'm now kind of concerned about is to make sure that everything stays consistent. So, well, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just keep exploring as I am right now. And then when I finalize it, I'm going to make sure to keep referencing the previous art to make sure everything is cohesive. What's the sketch at the end of the hallway? You mean this? Oh, so I had an idea. So in the original game, this would be where you find the compass, right? This room. So I was thinking like the compass is sitting on top of like a broken table. Just, an idea that I threw around. Doesn't have to be that. I like the portal. Like, I like this portal. I'm not so sure how I feel about the pillars. Look a little too boring. No, Joppy, I'm only gonna be doing level 1. Yeah, my point exactly. It's not just chests. Like, definitely chests are gonna have their place. Like, maybe when you get the boomerang. But for the map and the compass, I want to try something else. Oh no, no pots yet. I'm going to, because the pots are just like an asset that I can drag and drop, I'm probably gonna think about that later. Then it would look like this, right? Shaders in Godot, a little bit. I experimented with them. I actually got to make a way back when, like even before Devlog 1 released, I played around with shaders to make the game look more like a cell 2D animation. So I had a layer of blur, and I had a noise, and I think a little bit of chromatic aberration, and I think it looked okay, but it looked a little too much. That's why I took them out. If I had a nickel for every Vasgay stream I was in, I would have none. That is because I would have lost them all. Get a wallet. Stop losing your nickels, dude. This room here is pretty unremarkable. I guess it'd just be brick walls. And the door portal that I already have. Okay, Griff, here's what you do. Join a martial arts class, anyone that you want, and then you make them stop stealing from you. Or, just get a gun. You can do that too. Oh, he's your cat. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Oof. Hmm. Let me try this, but with like a more similar pillar design from, you know, this area. Maybe pushing a little forward, right, like this. Doesn't have to be 1-to-1 for now. Okay, alright. I like this. I like this. Oh, I'm feeling this a lot more. I'm a lot more than before. It's a little too tall though. Let's lower this. Thank you, Griff. How is Link and Zelda? Yeah, like this. Yeah, so now the pillars look a little bit more like the ones in the room previous. And that gives it a little bit more cohesion. This is the old one, yeah. Oh yeah, I don't need this many anymore too. Delete, delete. Oops. There you go. Junk Randall, hello. I'm interested in your project now. I'm gonna take a look. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then the one in the middle looks different. Oops. Oh, Kimber, glad you could come. Okay, how about this? And then for this middle portal, which you know you can bomb to go to the Goria room. Maybe the wood planks are like very even. Or like they're smaller, right? And, you know, they're very old, like very cracked. Basically, like, you know, screaming like, hey, you can bomb me. Oh yeah, and bits falling off too. Maybe this is even here too, like, you know, pieces missing. Whereas the other ones, it's like very obvious, you know, it's like big thick boards with dirt in the back, so you know you cannot do that. Okay. Okay, chat, so I have a question for you. Do you think that you see, like, you know, two different like wall designs with pillars? Do you think that they look somewhat cohesive, like they belong in the same place, or do you think they're just too different? Wall Painter asks, hey, just finally got a chance to stop by, had a question. Well, thank you for stopping by. Would I consider having the star be outside? That's a good idea. I did think about that. Well, we'll see. For now, I'm just gonna keep developing the outside, but I might go back and add that. Alright, okay. It's coherent, you can see them fitting. Yeah. The different pillars work, okay. Different works. Sweet. Okay, just so everybody remembers, this is what the wall, like, you know, like basically the vanilla wall looks like. And the way that I'm envisioning this one right here, it's basically this, but kind of reinforced with the pillars, you know, so it's like this kind of brick layout, but with the pillars. Right, yeah, that's what I thought too, like a basement area versus upper area. Yeah, I took that in consideration. So you go downstairs here, and then you bump this wall, and you go up here, and this is also downstairs. Oh, my mouth is dry. This is your reminder to drink water. Tamasha, you think there's too many small pillars? Epic, thank you. Hey guys, I have to be back in a bit. My phone is ringing. So, let me just leave this room. Alright, be right back, okay? Alright, I'm back. Turns out that I got a package. Okay. And yes, that was Pizza Tower. Unboxing, no. No unboxing. I don't even know what that was. Not for me, it's from my dad or something. Alright, let's see. So people are saying less pillars. Oh, I kind of see your point. Okay, let's try it out. So you mean do it like this, right? It's a little busy, but I think that once I do the final lines and you know, with colors, because I can subdue a lot of it with colors, so I think that it's not gonna look that bad, because right now it's just black and white. So who's winning? I'm winning. Of course. Actually, chat, you are all winning for being here. You come to the stream, you're automatically a winner. Ooh, Ibarcane, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Okay, so what do you think? Less pillars? Oh, this song is a 8-bit rendition of Terminal Field from Majora's Mask. I'm thinking about it, I'm not so sure. I kind of like it, but I don't know. I think that the gap is too big. And I don't really feel like shrinking this room because it's supposed to be a bigger room. Yeah, Dizzy, that's kind of what I was thinking too. It's I mean, even though the door is kind of clear, it's also a way to kind of disguise it. Actually, I could even, like, you know, play a tricky and not even make the bombable wall be the one in the middle. I can make it be like a random one. Yeah, I'm feeling the bottom one too. Let's do the bottom one. No, you'll see. There's a way. Once it's has lines and everything, I think I can make it be not so busy. You know, with the lines and color. Because I think just by making the pillars roughly the same color as the wall is gonna be a lot more subdued. Okay, I think let's start just cleaning things up a little bit. Can it be a secret door? Secret door. Well, yeah. So what do you mean? Because you know, it's already. Yeah. So the plan was like, you know, you bombed as well here, so you can go to the next room just like in the original. So you mean like, what do you mean secret door? I'm just curious. Oops. Wait. Okay. Do it this one. What? Oh, that's what I did. Okay. Dude, wrong one. Okay. Unlockable with bomb but not noticeable. So you mean like just have the secret door have the same bricks as the rest of them? Okay. Small crack decal of the bombable portion. Yeah, right. Okay, you know what? I was gonna like just go straight into cleaning up the wall, but I think I'm gonna start with something smaller. I'm gonna start with the pillar first. You know what? Let's do this. Let me copy this and put this guy over here so we have an idea of how to get it done. Where's Blink? He's here. Oh, the size is really off though. Oof. Oh, is it? Actually, no, it's the same size. Yeah, it's the same size. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's the same size. Wow. Eyes were playing tricks on me, chat. Okay. Well, let's turn off the grid. I mean, that. Where's the grid? Okay. Actually, no, I do need it. All the characters becomes nails. Alright, let's see how I want this done. So that one pillar is one of the 3x2 block groups? Yes. That's exactly it. Right, this is supposed to fit one block. I had a reference I was looking at. Now I lost it. Do I have a hand-drawn tile set that I used to create the rooms? I have no, No, so I draw them individually and then I import the assets into Godot. However, I prototype the rooms with a tile set. So basically I build them using tiles, and then once I'm happy with the layout, I take screenshots and then put them in Krita, and then I draw on top of them. Like for example, you know, I have this room that I drew, right? So this is what the... Oh, this is gonna be tricky. Hang on. There you go. So this is what the base looked like. Go up. Right, so this is how I started with. Just to make sure I like the shape and, you know, the sizes are good. And then, of course, you know, I'll plop in some props that I have from previous rooms, like, you know, make sure everything, the sizes are good, like the door, the pillar, link, of course. And then I take a screenshot and I draw on top of it. Right, here's the before, here's the after. And the tiles, I'm not super strict with them. You know, if I feel like changing things around a little bit, I'll do it, because I redraw the collisions, you know, using collision polygon 2D. You know, the tiles are just like having a rough idea of how I want the room to look like. This one, do I have the tile here? Oh, I can show you what the tiles for, you know, this big area look like. Hang on. I'm just gonna be late there. Here you go. So it looks like this. This is where this is the screenshot. Why'd you do that? Oops. Right, so it looks like this. And then I'm drawing on top, but not being too strict about it. So in a way, this pillar is like a baby version of this one. Right, like the base. Wait. Okay, line is good. Oh, chat, I put some Sonic 06 songs on the playlist. Just so you know. It's a little too big. Let me shrink it. There you go. Oh, Mana Forge, I am basically learning as I go. That's kind of the point of this project, is for me to learn, you know, game design, but in a way that interests me. So, you know, doing the whole like hand-drawn aesthetic thing. Or rather, in a way that I feel like I can just make something interesting. Mana Forge, let me tell you, just do it. Like, you don't have to have a super elaborate plan from the get-go. I think you just have to get things going. Like, it's very easy to get stuck in, they call it what, paralysis analysis, right? Or analysis by, no, paralysis by analysis is the issue. Where you get so caught up in making plans, and then you just never get it off the ground. Oh. John, I'm definitely gonna keep take a look at your project. I'm really curious. I might even steal some of your ideas. No, I'm not. I'm joking. Like, okay, Manaforge, so just to get it started right now, like, don't think too much about the plan, right? But as you get moving along, as you get things done, then you can start planning things. Just so you have, like, you know, a better idea of, like, okay, what am I gonna do today, right? Like, I think for this project, what I started with was, you know, just learning how to put tiles in Godot. Like, you know, like you saw in the beginning of devlog 1, you know, how everything would just look like a square. Just, that's how I learned, kind of like, you know, how to navigate just how to navigate Godot, like, you know, okay, so this is how you place graphics and etc. This is how you get a character controlling. And I did that without, like, you know, too many plans. I just kind of kept going from there. Well, that no good thing. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could come. Oops. Well, the game name is that I am remaking Zelda 1 with my hand-drawn art style. So I guess you could say Zelda 1. Not quite a gaming stream, but, you know, more like a drawing stream. Yeah, I put the streams on the gaming category. I'm not so sure if I should do that, but I don't really find, like, an adequate category to put my streams on. I'm not sure what I could put there. But I'm not sure what I can place there, so... do I have a person who's making the music for the game? I'm working with Boy Germs. He's the one who remade the temple theme and the title screen theme that you heard on that block too. Have I heard of Geometry Dash? I have heard of it, never played it though. What ideas have I started thinking for my personal project? Well, I do know that I wanted to be Zelda-like, you know, kind of taking leverage from everything that I'm building from this game. Most likely, it's gonna be tied in with my short film Tides, you can see on my YouTube channel. But that's about it for now. Oh, I have a few ideas in my head, but haven't really put them to paper yet. It's a Zelda-like, but I kind of want to make it... How can I say this? More mysterious in a way. I guess, well, since Tunic music is playing, kind of like, you know, inspired in Tunic, how the game world kind of only gives you like drips of information. It's 7:09. I think I'm gonna keep streaming until around like 7:30 here. Exactly, story through environment. I have a I think even if you watch my movie you can kind of see it, but I really enjoy telling a story through environments and sort of like actions instead of like, you know, dialogue instead of text. Part of me thinks that games and, you know, animation kind of, especially today, kind of rely too much on just yapping, and I don't know, it doesn't interest me that much, so I want to do something different. Are you leaving, Clover? Well, thank you for coming. Oh, okay. Wait, who's leaving? Oh, well done, no good. Well, bye, well done, no good. Thank you for coming. Oh, Goose is here. Hi. I feel like I always say that on stream. Oh, Goose is here. Like a Hollow Knight Mysterious type thing? Kind of, yes. Think Hollow Knight, Tunic. Haven't played it yet, but I've been I just learned about it. Void Stranger, like that. Hey, Barkane, thank you for coming. And thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. And have a good one. Oh, I know. Dizzy, I think pillars are just the kind of thing that add like a certain like layer of realism, you know, because buildings have pillars, and they're just like an interesting kind of prop to place around. So definitely just try it out. Try to find a place to put it. I have ideas for this pillar. Hang on. Plus, you know, with Zelda 1, right? Because the game has so much copy-paste blocks, I think a pillar is just a very nice thing that I can use to kind of fill in that function, the spatial function, and also make an interesting level. So in the end, just put pillars. The more pillars, the better. Ooh, I'm making a mess right here. Holy shit. Let me see it through. This looks weird. Interesting, but kind of looks like a plunger. Plunger pillar. I think I tried to do something, chat, but I don't think it worked. So let's just keep this part. Oh, Forge, thank you for coming. Had some good conversation in chat. Hopefully you'll be here on the next stream. When is that gonna be? I'm not too sure, but remember, I'll always let you know in the community tab. I also just found out that you can schedule streams ahead of time, so I'm probably gonna do that too, just so it shows up on your so it's more visible for everybody. John, that's a good idea. I'm thinking about that. Let's explore. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna copy this and try things out. Let's see, so the obvious thing to do would just be to make the same pillar but smaller, right? So let's try that out. Well, the walls have the rounded, but I can easily change that. I mean, it's just a sketch for now. What's the plan for SFX and music? Well, for music, I'm working with Boy Germs, and I'm gonna have the theme be dynamic, so you know different parts. Basically, when you start the dungeon, it's gonna be a bit maybe you know, lighter, and then as you get deeper, the music starts to pick up, and probably like, you know, once you encounter enemies, it's gonna change a little bit as well. For sound effects, I'm at the moment I'm kind of just winging it by making them myself, but we'll see how that goes. Don't want to make them too tall, but probably something like this. Yeah, so this is basically like a one-to-one with the big pillar. Right. Where's Link? Here he is. Yeah, so not too tall, a little smaller. Not so sure. Not so sure if I really want to have the pillar being square. Well, this is it for this one. Let's try this one out a little more. Different types for different rooms. Maybe. Well, I want to make sure that everything feels coherent. So maybe not too much variation, but definitely, you know, some variation. All right, this one. Sergeant Carrot Studios, hello. How are you? YouTube is about to suck. Are you talking about the thing with the UK? Oh yeah, right. So what is it about? They're gonna implement something where they're gonna use AI to guess if your account, if you're like under 18, right? Europe to, oh, wow. No, actually, make it simpler. Not bad. Not bad. I kind of like this. And this is basically just stone. Oh, so you mean have the bottom be smooth and then the lines go here? Actually, let me copy. Okay. Not too bad. Do you mind if we share your work to other streamers and content creators? Of course. Yeah, go ahead. Go for it. Pretty basic, but not so sure. Looking clean, yeah. It's not bad, but I feel like I can think a little more about it. Yeah, some sort of cracks. Actually, I think these lines are looking a little weird. As in, like, I want lines there, but this design is a little off. You know, like this. Oh, and then do this. Ah, okay, I'm kind of feeling this more. Yeah, I'm wondering, John, that's exactly what I'm thinking right now. I'm wondering how I'm gonna represent the top of the pillar. Like, I don't think I want it to be as tall as the big pillar. Let me see what it looks like in context. Let's take this off and put it here. You go here, right? And then with the wall, where's the wall? Here. Ah, that's not bad. That's not so bad. I think it does it does its job of just being like a prop, like a good prop. A bevel at the top. Okay, let's try it out. I definitely like the round design though. I just had an idea, I'm gonna duplicate it. Oh. Don't quite need to do that though. Let's put you here. Oh, this is the old one. Nah, delete it, doesn't matter. This is pretty simple, but I think it works just to have something interesting on top, right? Broken off a little. I think it's a good size relative to Link as well. Oh, I like that idea, John. That's cool. I actually really like that idea. Huh. You get to ponder the orb. Yeah, right, let's try it out. Oops. Okay, good. Like this, right? I actually really like that idea. Nice. Orb. Alright guys, it is 7:34. where I'm here. I think I'm gonna get ready to wrap up. But let's take a look at what we've done so far. We made a wall, and pillar. Here's the other wall. We made 2 walls, and pillars. So probably not that impressive of a stream, but that's just kind of how it works. You know, you have to kind of think things through. Every like little minute thing, you just have to plan it out, think it through. But definitely made some good strides towards designing this. I think I'm pretty happy with the results, and I'm excited to kind of keep exploring this and see how it's going to turn out. The floor is okay, so I'm thinking about it right now. The floor is going to stay as it is, you know, in the hallway. Oops. It's gonna stay as it is in the hallway with the tiles. I'm gonna have this kind of dirt or stone, you know, surrounding on this room. That's what this is, to make this floor just look a little bit more interesting. And I'm gonna have the carpet here. Let me show you. I'm also gonna have the carpet kind of doing this, right? So if this is the hallway, let me make this bigger. If this is the hallway that you come through, there's gonna be the carpet here, and then it's gonna do this. It's gonna go this way and this way, and then the carpet is gonna continue until it gets here, and then it's gonna get, like, you know, ripped up, maybe ripped up here too, you know, kind of rags, bits and pieces. But just like as a fun, you know, like design cue. And also notice how the carpet doesn't really go to the top, right? John, I'm definitely gonna take a look at your channel to see what you're up to. I'm really intrigued. And then here, the floor is going to be kind of like a cobblestone type floor, like, you know, because it's like the basement. It's gonna look a little bit different, but then here's gonna be tiles, here's gonna be tiles. And that is it without even mentioning, guys, here. Give it a second, is thinking. I have the whole other road to think about too. That's gonna be another can of worms. If you missed out my explanation in the last stream, so this is gonna be the room where you push the block to unlock the door to the old man. This is gonna be where you find the map, and I'm making it kind of like a library. And then this is where you fight the Goria, and I made this layout inspired by the jail in the basement of Hyrule Castle in A Link to the Past. And then as you get deeper towards the right, towards the boss, you get deeper like vegetation, so more tree roots, more leaves, more vines, etc. And then here is where you go towards the... Here's where you get to get the bow. And that is, again, I'm gonna have to think about how to go about this, so I haven't even started, but I think that everything is very promising. Like, I'm having a lot of fun designing this. Well, it's glad you could come though. I am going to remember, I'm going to announce streams. I'm still kind of trying to figure out like a regular schedule, but for now I like streaming on Thursdays and either Saturday or Sunday, we'll see. But I'm always going to announce a day before, and I'm also going to start how do you call this? You know, on YouTube you can kind of schedule a stream, so it's gonna show up in your notifications on your subscriptions, so it's a bit easier to find. So I'm definitely gonna put there too. This, I mean, I think is really fun. I really like kind of exchanging ideas with everybody, you know, kind of asking for feedback. It's really nice. Plus, you know, it's different than just keep working in silence like all day, every time. Stream when I feel like it, yeah. Like, I don't want to like start a schedule and be like, hey guys, I'm going to stream every Thursday and Saturday, and then it comes Thursday and I'm just like, I don't want to stream today, and then the stream is kind of trash, you know. I don't want to do that. But yeah, like I said, keep a look on my community tab. I'm gonna schedule streams in advance, so we'll see. Yeah, John, not at all. Yeah. Like, last thing I want to do is to just feel like, you know, oh no, I'm not making enough progress and people are upset or whatever. Like, this is not the point of this project. Definitely, John. Yeah, definitely. So much Easter egg potential. I know what you mean, yeah. Still thinking about how to, what kind of Easter eggs I can put in. You know what I'm thinking? I just had this idea. Spin attack or no spin attack? You know, the one like A Link to the Past where you charge and you spin. Spin. Ace says no. Okay. Well, I think most people are saying are going towards yes. I see a yes. Overpowered. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, maybe a little overpowered. Right, yeah, I know what you mean. I think spin... I think I will reconsider that once I work more in my enemy AI. Make it more interesting, possibly. And then see if the game could benefit from having it. Like, I talked about it in devlog too, but basically the anime AI you see right now is like the first iteration of what I'm thinking of doing, like, you know, making way more iterations, because it's not where I want it to be. Like, it's very basic, but for now it works. Yeah, spin attack is OP. Am I ASD? What? What's ASD? Unlock one of the sword upgrades. I'm also thinking about the sword beam, right? I think, okay, spin attack and sword beam. I'm leaning way more towards sword beam than spin attack. Axel, thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate it. Fucking the sword at him in VR. Oh, ASD, like what? Autism spectrum disorder? I have never been diagnosed. However, if I am, I'm not surprised. Iconic sword beam. Yeah, I agree. And it shouldn't be too tricky to implement. I think as soon as I have... I found a pretty good guide on how to program the boomerang. I think if I can... Once I have that done, I can probably leverage the code for, like, you know, a projectile-based weapon. And then have it trigger when, like, you know, you're full health and swipe the sword. Or I could make it... If I want to, like, you know, make the combo more interesting, I can have them be like a 1, 2, 3 attack, and then on 3 the sword beam comes out. That's a possibility too. I thought about that. Are you keeping the enemies some kind of grid movement? Well, the Stalfos right now, for example, when they're wandering, they do stay on the grid, like, you know, up, down, left, right. But when they chase you, then they move all around. Pretty much, yeah, patrolling 16 the SAI. Yep, that's exactly it, John. Yep. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna call it quits for now. I'm gonna have some dinner, and I hope everybody has a good evening or afternoon, whatever time it is that you're watching me right now. And thank you all for coming. I think, you know, it might not look like it too much, but I think I made a lot of progress in tonight's stream. So I'm definitely going to keep developing this, and I'll let you know when the next stream comes up, okay? Alright, so that is it for tonight. And, oh, thank you guys, Kendall, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Oh, sneakers at the last second. Hi. Alright, bye-bye, everybody.